What's going on? This is Discodoggy. I'm going to be playing with my team Sweeps McKillkill. I made this as a specific counter, or I should say a counter to a specific team that I face. I was facing daily, and it has this Twilight on it, and it really annoys me. So I made a team specifically to counter it. So far, both times I've encountered that team, I've beaten it, which I should because I made this team to counter it. But then I've gone, 3-1. Aside from that, against some good teams, my one loss was due to darkness misses, but I was going to lose against a hermit crab, and I crit for the win. I crit on a wind-up for 1,040. It was kind of awesome. And the reason I say I was facing this player every day, because I'm in a completely different video game world right now. I pretty much stopped pet battling and started playing Auto Chess Mobile. You remember when I started playing Clash Royale and I talked about Clash Royale all the time? I'll try not to talk about Auto Chess all the time, but it's a really fun game. And I'll just tell you really quick, I made a video about it. Because here's why. I'll tell you why I made a video. Look how into pet battling I am. And I have like no documentation of when I was a noob. You know, I have stories and I tell you what it's like when, you know, like why I hate the Clockwork Gnome and all that. And no documentation. I think I'm going to be really into this game, like to the level that I'm into pet battles right now. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? It's been a week. Too early to tell. But I would like to make... I thought it would be cool to document my noobiness. So, there you go. And I actually directed it towards the pet battle community because I figured the only people who are going to watch it are people who I say, hey, who watch this video, and I'm going to be like, hey, go watch my other video over there. Oh, great, this team. God, I have to think. Jeez. I'm so not in the pet battle mindset right now. So I better get there. They're going to start with their imp. Ooh, I wish this broom wasn't in the first spot. Actually, I don't wish this broom wasn't in the first. What? I'm glad that I haven't had a coffee yet, by the way. I'm drinking black tea because I'm out of coffee. Oh no, I'm not supposed to. Oh, I am supposed to have that right there because this was made again to counter that team with a flyer on it. So this is fine. Here's why: because I can sweep either of those two out. If the imp gets low enough, I'm going to unload on him and maybe take him out. Ooh, there's a crit. Oh, I think I'm going to be like 3 HP short. Doesn't this do 693? Oh. I can go for it. Nah. Oh, he hit high. Shoot. Alright, that's not good for me. So here's what I'm going to do. Shoot. I'm really screwed having that thing in the first slot. Didn't think about imps when I was making this. So let's do this just so we take some weak damage. Oh, man. And now he's going to... Imps are just incredibly good! God, I hate imps. I'm saying it now. I hate imps. And I hate darkness. Because now he's just going to gate me in. I'm going to lose a turn. Because I have to swap out with my broom now. I lost. I essentially lost. Because, yeah. Because I had my broom in the second slot. So, when I was making this team... crap. I wasn't thinking about imps. But guess what? Just like you saw in the last video, I should always be thinking about imps. How could I not think about imps? Because there's this team everywhere. I hate my new battle group. Maybe that's why I'm finding such joy in playing a different game. Because this is just not that fun to me. Ever since I've switched to this new battle group, It's just been kind of not fun. So now we're in a big mess because if I kill you, which I'm going to, the dragon's gonna come in and kill everybody. So so here last video was really good. People were saying like, "Hey, wow, I'm glad." Wait, what's going on? I see a small chance here, not a big chance, but okay, you're gonna do that. No, because that broom is in the second spot. That broom, having that having that broom in the first slot, just really destroyed me this game, and I'll tell you why in a second. Because the imp is all you. Oh, I'm frustrated right now because I could have done better against this team. And I haven't drank coffee, and I'm in a really weird space. Basically, I've played that other game, like, besides hanging out with my wife and working out, those are the only two, like, necessary life things that I'm doing. I've just been playing Auto Chess Mobile, like, pretty much nonstop. So, my head is in a very odd place right now. What are you gonna do? And so I'm kind of crabby. Okay, you went with that. Oh, I'm screwed now. Triple with the beast racial. Not enough. One, a triple in one of those could have got me the win here, or could have hung around. So this isn't as bad as it looks. Not as bad as it looks. So let me explain to you what I was babbling about. When you're on an imp heavy meta like mine is now, the one that I hate, should have never done the server transfer. Guess what? It was a waste of $25 because I'm not even playing on Discodoggy, my main. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to play World of Warcraft and make 1,000,000 gold. Because that's how my thoughts are. That's the voice I think in. And then I just stopped playing. I moved to Storm Rage so I could, like, I told you this before. So not only was it a waste of money, but now I'm on this like ridiculously annoying meta. Like I used to have so much fun pet battle. I'm whining like I'm sleep deprived. I'm without coffee. I was out without coffee this morning, so I'm drinking Earl Grey tea. Not the same. Sorry, my British brethren. You know I'm sure it works for you because you've been drinking it all your life. For me, I'm a coffee dude. All right. Let me get back to pet battles. When you're on an imp heavy meta, you always have to think about what happens when I face an imp on the first turn because the imps are most likely going to start. So I was making this team thinking about the Peacock, Twilight, and Bone Serpent team. I wasn't thinking about an imp. So you saw I was in a really bad state because I had this broom in the first slot. If I would have not had the broom in the first slot, it would not be swapped in. So as a matter of fact, I don't want this broom swapped in ever, I don't think. So I'm going to put it down here. That way, if the Vengeful Porcupette is in, the Muck Slug will be swapped in. If the Muck Slug is swapped in, then the Vengeful Porcupette will be swapped in. The Broom will never be swapped in because my Broom was good against those two other pets. Not so good against the Imp. So there we go. So there you have it. I think what I'm going to do if I start against that same team, start with the Vengeful Porcupette. If he swaps me out, then my Muck Slug will come in and Quicksand. And then what am I looking at? And then I'm looking at the do I change this to Slime? Because now it's not as effective against that other team. But do I face Imps more or do I face that other team more? How about this? I'm going to set it on Slime, and then if I face that other team, I'll change it back to Ooze Touch for the Flyers. There we go. Now we're ready, but we still got to think this out. Okay, if I start with the Vengeful Porcupette, the imp swaps me, in comes the Muck Slug. Okay, the Muck Slug is in. What's it gonna do? It's gonna Quicksand. Maybe because the imp is going to, the imp is gonna use Immolation. So maybe you could hit him with this once, but that's not good because the imp's gonna heal most of that damage on the back line anyways. Do you want to give him this? No, as a matter of fact, I should Quicksand, because if I don't Quicksand, then the Elemental is going to come in and just go under, and now I'm taking damage from the Imp, I'm taking damage from the Elemental. If I use Quicksand on the Imp, whoever comes in will be slower. Either way, I could put my Acidic Goo on, or maybe I'll Slime, Acidic Goo, Slime. Not a great thing to do against any of those pets. I guess the good news would be if they brought in the Twilight Clutch Sister, there's no chance of the Dragonkin Racial proccing anytime soon. But would I be able to take it? Actually, it could probably get down to the Dragonkin Racial on this Muck Slug. So what I might have to do is if the Dragonkin comes in, I would then bring my Broom in. Okay, that doesn't seem too bad. Start with the Vengeful Porcupette. Now, if the Imp doesn't swap, then I just ramp up my power, make sure I'm faster. I only need to do it once, right? Because then, no, I need to do it twice. Because two Powerballs on the Vengeful Porcupette will get you up to 353. And the good news now that the Broom is in the last spot is that I don't ever have to worry about the Broom being swapped in against the Imp. Okay, that's just one option. That was a lot of talking for one option. Second option, I start with my Muck Slug, and then I just Quicksand off the bat. He's probably going to gate me in. Then I have my Vengeful Porcupette already in, and I can ramp it up once while the Imp does Immolation. And then who's going to come in? Maybe if the Twilight Clutch Sister comes in, I'm just gonna flank until the dodge goes up. Because sometimes, a lot of times, because they'll probably think I'm gonna use my Spirit Spikes, so they might use their dodge. Then after they dodge, I'll use my Spirit Spikes, and then, or maybe use my Powerball again. Actually, that seems like a good idea. Maybe I should start with the Muck Slug. Let's try it. We'll try both ways and see how it works. I think this team can beat that team if I play it right. But I got so frustrated the last battle because my Broom was in the wrong spot. But now, did my Broom did I need to have a particular order for that other team? I did not, because they don't have any swaps. They don't have an amp. So I think I can beat this team this time. If not, then, well. Okay, here we go. Nice. Okay. We're going to start with the Muck Slug. That second scenario that I described is much better. Guess what? You gate me out here? Cool. I'm now going to be faster than all your speed belong to us. Sorry, I had to say it. So I'm sleep deprived. You know why I'm sleep deprived? Because I'm like staying up late playing Auto Chess Mobile. Okay, so not going to talk about it that much. What did I say? They're gonna bring in that. If they bring in that, I'm just gonna go to town and see how much damage I can. Oh, there's a dodge. Did somebody call that? Somebody called it. I don't know who. I think it was me. All right. Oh, did you just take damage by attacking me? I think you did. Oh, okay. Yeah, probably a wise choice. Now that guy is down to 552. Good. I don't care if you gate me out at this point. I mean, we can do this. I will take you down with this pet, or will I? Am I being like really bad here? Is this bad? Oh, come on, I could use a triple. Okay. This is okay. My gut is telling me not to swap. What's going to do more damage? This is probably going to do more damage, and it might give me protection to stay alive another turn, which it did. Did your imp just die to my Vengeful Porcupette? I think it did. I am a happy camper. Guess what? You proc your racial. I don't care because my broom is going to kill you. Oh, you just went for it, didn't ya? You had to go for it. You know I'm going to do this. You know I'm gonna. You know I'm gonna. You're not the only swap guy in town, okay? Other people can swap too, and by other people I mean me. So go under, gate me out. I don't care what you do. I got the game in hand. I believe that I'm going to, well, do I keep it in and take the weak damage? Because I can finish this guy off end game. I think I'm gonna bring the broom back in. Here's why. Because while he's under, I can go like this. I can use my wind up. And then we're good. Because you don't have any heals. The Muck Slug is gonna be the finisher here. Do I need to do this now? No, let's save our... it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But I might as well play smart. I'm going to save this because I don't think you're going to kill me. Now I can finish you off here. That is a good video. Even though I'm kind of woohoo from not enough sleep. This is a good video. Let me tell you why. Because there's a very important lesson in those two battles. When you are on an imp heavy meta like me... Every single team you make, you have to think, what's going to happen when I face an imp? What's going to happen on turn 1? Who's going to come in when that imp swaps? Later on in the game, who's going to come in when that imp gates me out? And so this is the pet that I want to come in the least. It's the Enchanted Broom. It's not good against the imp. It's slow against the imp. It's faster against those other two pets. It's essentially wasted against the imp. And we saw in that first battle, even head to head, even with my wind up, it couldn't take the imp out. So yeah. What was I going for? You don't want to keep your broom in against the imp. So well, what happens if you're facing the imp with another one of these pets? You don't want the imp to be able to gate in your broom, so you put your broom in the last spot. And you need to have a starting strategy against an imp. So I don't know if my explanation finished as strongly as it started, but the point is always think of the spot. In case you don't know, I never mentioned. Maybe somebody doesn't know. Well, how do you know what the imp is going to swap in? It always swaps in the second spot pet. So, what is the language on this? Forces, well, okay, and forces an opponent's pet to swap in a battle. It actually doesn't say on the tooltip. That's odd. A tooltip that's not completely descriptive in pet battles? Amazing. Okay, sorry for that little vent, World of Warcraft. I like your game and I like pet battles. Always the second spot. So whatever pet is, when I say the second slot, you know, well here, let's do it again. Let's see if we can do this one more time. Did I get lucky? Let's see how my opponent plays differently. Kind of a big one. Last time I beat this opponent 2 out of 2. I would like to go 2 out of 3 against them. I will get my chance. Last time, did we start with the Vengeful? I don't remember what I started with last time. Yeah, I started with the Muck Slug. And so, go ahead. Go ahead. Let's do the same thing as last time. Okay, I'm okay with that. Maybe this time, they're just going to try to take this Vengeful Porcupette. Ooh, they are. They're just going to try to take it out. So now, I might want to think... What's the plan here? Here's what I think they're going to do. I think they're going to swap out because they think I'm going to use my spirit spikes right now. I think they're going to swap right now because they think I'm going to spirit spike. Oh, I was wrong. And that is not good. What if they think I'm going to swap now because I didn't swap last time? Oh, so they beat me in that head game there. I want to save my spirit spikes. Okay. Now they're going to swap. They're definitely going to swap now. I do not know if that was a good move right there for me to do. Because now I could have let my beast racial proc actually. That might have been a bad move right there, because if I would have waited to get hit once more, my beast racial could have procced, and then I could have had my spirit spikes up along with, not that spirit spikes affects the beast racial. I'm sorry, not that the beast racial affects spirit spikes. Oof. Okay. Dude, I think I'm going to win this, even though I'm doing weak damage to you. If you want to stay in head-on-head against me, head-to-head. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Yep, triple. Give me another one. 1, 2, didn't get it. Okay, well, my Vengeful Porcupette is dead. But I would say mission... How many times have I lost to crits? Thank you, RNG, for evening out. I mean, actually, I'm not happy about that, because this was... I was pretty excited about this battle right here. And getting some revenge. And okay, I still got to think. I'm not out of the woods. I'm not out of the woods yet. I don't want that imp to come back in against me. Well, actually, with that much health, maybe I do. Okay, but here, let me charge this first. If you swap me out and then I go under, I'll be taking weak damage. So yeah, I think okay, this is fine. I can one-shot that imp when it comes back in. No, I can't. Yeah, I can't. 693. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take weak damage. When this thing comes up, I'm going to use my Quicksand. It's not going to have its retrieve ready. I won't be able to kill it, but sorry, I'm thinking about this. I'm gonna be faster than you. I can hit you. Actually, maybe I'll hit you with that because you might swap. Let's think about it first. Well, no, we need to think about it now because it's happening right now. Okay. Let me go ahead and save my slime for... Oh, that imp is healing. What am I thinking? Oh, crap. $77 plus the damage this does. I think you're going to die on the back line. Now I'm faster than this imp now. But, okay. Well, gate me or die. Guess what? I think I still got it. Especially if he hits low right here. Oh, I should have Quicksand. Ah, that's it. That's it. Okay, well, a little bit of a bittersweet victory because look how close this was. It's RNG. I told you earlier, I won on a crit with this team. I'm starting to feel like there was a forum post a while back talking about removing crits from the game. And I don't know, 5% seems decent to me, but what I was thinking of, and that doesn't pertain to this battle right here, was it maybe Darkness and Sandstorm? Maybe you can buff the other, like maybe buff Nocturnal Strike or something, and give Sandstorm some other type of synergy. I don't know why I said buff Nocturnal Strike. I didn't think that through. Let me back up. A couple levels. I think that 5% crit might be okay, but 10% misses in Darkness and Sandstorm. 10% doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. Because if you think about how much you're attacking each game, 1 out of 10, there's going to be some misses. If Darkness and Sandstorm are up for the entire game, you would expect there to be some misses, and misses in pet battles just affect things so bad. I mean, it's a short game with not many attacks. What if you made it 5%? What if you made the misses from Sandstorm and Darkness 5%, and then you somehow buffed, sorry, that's really bothering me, but you buffed Sandstorm and Darkness synergy so that they weren't gimped by going to 5%. I've just really come to the, no, I haven't come to the conclusion, but I started thinking about like how many battles are decided by RNG, because I face a lot of Darkness teams on this new battle group, and I play a lot of Darkness teams because it's an imp fest. So yeah, my point being that I play a lot of Darkness, and then I think that there are too many misses in Darkness. I haven't thought this all the way through. I haven't done the math on it, and I, got a master's degree in math, so I'm capable of doing that, but I'm just lazy. It hasn't been so important to me that I'm like, let's bust out the calculator and the pencil. I use a regular wooden pencil for doing math. I know, I'm old. Okay, anyways, I think that was a good video because again, I'm not going to go through that whole thing, that whole explanation again, but it showed you how important it is placing your pets when you're on an imp heavy meta. You got to think about what's going to be swapped in. How is that going to work against the imp? I would have liked to see the outcome of that battle without me winning by RNG. Maybe I mean, hopefully I still would have won, but it was definitely, taking that Twilight Clutch Sister out like it did. I was all happy too. I was all, yeah, like I'm awesome. Like I did something amazing. Like I'm amazing. I got 2 crits. I'm so good at life. It's just RNG. So, but I was happy. I was clearly happy. I'm glad. I like winning. I'd prefer to win rather than lose. Except in... Okay, now I'm getting way off the point. I was going to say, except in Hearthstone, because I had this mantra at one point that was like, I'd rather go 2-3 with my own deck than 3-2 with a net deck. For some reason, I thought that was clever, but it's not really. It just shows that I hate net deckers. But I'm going way off out there. But let me finish this up with one thing. I have this other YouTube channel. It's called Discodoggy's Royal Hearth, because it was supposed to be my Clash Royale Hearthstone YouTube channel. I made like 2 Hearthstone videos and like 7 people watched them, which is totally okay. I'm surprised 7 people watched them because I'm not that good at Hearthstone, and anyways, 7 people watched them. So I was like, hey, I'm really into this game. I explained a little bit earlier. I'm really into Auto Chess Mobile. Don't be confused with Dota Auto Chess. That's a different game. This is the mobile version, and it's the same concept, same company, just slightly different. So anyway, I was like, hey, I'd like to make a video for the reasons I explained earlier. And I'm like, hey, I got that other general gaming channel. And so I made a video on there. Now you should watch it, because here's why. Maybe you shouldn't watch. Let me back up. You should play that game, because here's how I found out about it. My friend, he was like, you know what? Have you ever played auto chess? And I was like, no. What the hell is that? And he's like, I think you'd like it because it reminds me of a lot of things you talk about in pet battles. I was like, oh, really? And so essentially there's different families like pet battles, or well, there's different races like pet battles. But not only that, is there are different classes. Imagine if all of our pets had classes. So you're creating, I'm always talking about synergy between moves and stuff. Like, yeah, bleeding synergy, conflag synergy, poison synergy. Well, you're trying to create synergies there, not based on their, based on their moves too, but I mean, mostly based on their race and class. You get like bonuses. It would be essentially like, oh, if you run 2 critters, then you get like 20 armor or something like that, or you get plus 10 attack to each critter, which that was a really weird example, because there's actually something similar like that. If you run 3 critters, you can actually use refuge very effectively, but I think that's really one of the only examples like that. So that was a horrible example. You're like, dude, there's already something like that. I don't need to play that again. It's really the only thing like that, or one of the few things like that in pet battles. But yeah, so it's really long though. I played 2 games, and my video, this is going to make you, if you were slightly interested before, this is going to make you be uninterested. My video playing 2 games was 1 hour and 13 minutes. The games take about a half an hour each. So it's actually a little bit longer than Hearthstone, and yeah, they take a long time. So it's kind of weird, because I can easily get sucked into it and be like, oh, I just played 4 games, and look at the clock. I'm like, really? So the good news is I'm on summer vacation, and I already got so much accomplished with my hobbies. At some point I cut off like trying to be like, oh, I gotta paint those Necrons and make that music and make pet battle videos, which I really didn't do a lot with pet battles as much. I'm still making the other battle analysis. I already know which video I'm using. Actually, these videos that I made today, these battles I did today, would make really good battle analysis videos. But I already chose one. It's actually against the same team. I play this player all the time. Well, before I kind of stopped pet battling, but well, that's it. So that's not it. Let me finish what I was saying. So I think the second battle might be a really good battle analysis. I'll have to decide that. It might be weird making a video now and then making another video on the same battle. So maybe I'll just stick with the one I did before, because I did something clever with darkness that I thought was clever with darkness, that helped me at the end of my battle in the other one. But anyway, that's it. I probably won't make another video for a while, because I'll be on my iPad. Thanks for watching. Yes.